Can anyone define a peninsula? Oh, I know what a peninsula is, but I don't know how to describe it, so I won't raise my hand.
Jaiden! And he calls on her! Like, this is your fault, teacher. Why are you doing this?
Are you actually trying to give me a seizure?
Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. We're gonna be checking out the Jaiden animation My School Stories. Very interesting school stories. I have some school stories of my own. School is a very wild roller coaster adventure, especially high school. When you go through high school, like freshman year, it's a whole new experience, whole new school. You're like the smallest people there, smallest person there. And then you basically work yourself up the food chain. And some people stay at the bottom, some people rise all the way to the top. Someone like me, I was more of the top. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. I was a little bit popular. But we're gonna check out Jaiden and her school stories, what she went through and how like she sees school or whatnot. So let's go ahead and check it out. Don't forget to be able to like, subscribe, and go ahead and comment. Were you popular in high school? Be honest, not even high school, in any school, middle school, intermediate, elementary, were you popular? For majority of my school career, I was not too popular until I got to high school. When I was in high school, like junior or senior year, I was pretty popular, but I didn't care about popularity. I was just popular. But enough of me talking, let's go ahead and check out the Jaiden animation My School Stories. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
I just recently realized that the majority of my school days are over. I don't know about anyone else, but I used to think to myself, ugh, school's never gonna end. 12 years plus college is so long to spend just in school.
Facts,
and now
B.
all of a sudden it's practically over, and it's like, what?
Woo! That's gonna be me
I'm
soon.
not ready to be an adult yet. And you know what else is scary? I don't remember pretty much anything I learned from grade 6 up. It's just a jumble of English papers and random history I didn't care about. Kind of makes you question the education system when you...
Bro, why is this facts? Why is this pure facts, what she's saying? I honestly, okay, I am in college right now, and I can go ahead and tell you, like, a good majority of what I learned in college, I do not remember, and that's just straight up. And I got good grades, it's just literally, I only did it because I needed this class, or I needed it passed. Like, college and the education system, they make you take classes you really don't even need, or you're not gonna remember. I don't know why they decide to waste your time and money like that. Like, I just can't retain it if it's not interesting to me, or it doesn't pertain to what I'm majoring in. It's just not gonna stay in my brain.
Think about it. So I don't remember a lot of the things I studied during school, but I do have a lot of dumb random memories that I for some reason haven't forgotten about over the years. For example, in first grade I lost my front left tooth in the middle of class.
Ooh, your front teeth?
Bleeding all over the place. And
you
the
gotta be
teacher
ugly.
had to stop in the middle of class to get me a tissue and one of those little teeth envelopes to hold the tooth I just spat out. I don't know if schools still use those, but they were the funniest concept to me. Like, you come home, oh mom, you got mail. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's not much, it's just my freaking gross saliva covered baby tooth I ripped out of my head in the middle of school.
We didn't get envelopes, we got little chests.
I hope so.
Like little treasure
that's
chests.
A funny memory. I bet you don't remember what you were learning about while you bled on everything. Nope, you're wrong. We were learning about emperor penguins. Thanks for remembering all those important details, brain. Appreciate ya.
Emperor
I also
penguins.
remember everyone in school kind of fit into a category. Athletes, popular kids, nerds, anime nerds, emos, you name them. What kind of kid was I in school? You guessed it. The quiet one who never talked at all. Growing up, I was a shy, quiet person, and I always only had 1 or 2 friends in a class, if any. I mean, I'm still pretty reserved, but I mean, that's another point.
Okay, so like, I was the popular, quiet kid. Like, I was popular because I was Vine famous, so I wasn't really popular. I was just known. Let me stop saying popular. Let me say I was known. I was known, very known. Like, and my name was Prince. Like, come on, you say Prince, you have to know who I am. It's just, I was not the popular kid going around running through women, playing sports because I wasn't an athlete. I honestly just did me, bro, and I was just known. And I was big, and I was pretty swole, so like, it's not like I got picked on or I got bullied. No, I was just very known. I could talk to anybody who I wanted to. I could hang out with the popular kids. I could hang out with the nerds. Really, like, cliques aren't as obvious as they make it in TV and movies. As long as you just do you and you don't do anything too out of the ordinary, like, you'll fit in many groups. You're never just gonna be in that one group.
So shy that one time my nose started bleeding randomly in the middle of a class. I was too quiet to get up and excuse myself to go to the bathroom or the nurse.
You're that
so
shy?
I silently just raised my hand, waiting to get permission to leave. And you know what happened?
Oh,
the
God.
teacher took 5 minutes to call on me. I spent 5 minutes panicking, trying my best not to bleed on anything. Looking back, there was a lot of blood involved in these memories. Ooh, one time
I would have
a
just
teacher
got
asked
up,
the class
honestly.
a question, and a few people raised their hand, but as he was looking around the room, We made eye contact. Oh god.
Oh, I hate when they do this.
Crap.
My hand wasn't up.
You don't want to be called on. Don't make eye contact. It's school 101. I don't know. He went on to someone else who had their hand raised, which he should have done in the first place. If someone doesn't have their hand raised, it means they don't have the answer. Don't be mad when you call on someone without their hand raised and they don't have an answer. So he continued his lecture, and I
They still do it, though.
From the surprise spotlight. But a few minutes later, he had another question. Can anyone define a peninsula? Oh, I know what a peninsula is, but I don't know how to describe it, so I won't raise my hand.
And he calls on her. Like, this is your fault, teacher. Why are you doing this?
Are you actually trying to give me a seizure? I don't... Do you know? No, but... No, well, I mean, yes. I know what it is. Then he yelled, "Then tell me!" The class laughed because he was being sarcastic. I thought it was funny too, but for some reason I almost started crying. He didn't call on me the rest of the year.
Girl, what's wrong with you? You started crying?
Also known as being the art kid. I think everyone who's artsy in school can relate. Whenever someone found out you like to draw, it would immediately turn to, "You like to draw?"
Okay. This is true. I've never been the person who knew how to draw, but whenever we did have someone who could draw in our class or school, we would always refer to them as the art dude, the drawing kid, the person who can draw. Like, you're automatically labeled as the art person, and like, we just expect you to know how to draw. Like, I would sit down in front of you and be like, "Draw me like one of your French ladies." No, I wouldn't do that. Come on, guys. Clearly be an Italian lady.
Can you draw me? And the answer would always be, anyway, like the nice way of saying, that's a silly question. No, of course I don't want to draw you. And several years later, to this day, people are still asking me if I would draw them things. And the answer is still, no. In my middle school art class, on the last day of school, we had a little celebration.
She ain't drawing
and
nobody
art
nothing.
Competition. Not a drawing contest, but who's the most passionate about art and is most likely going to do something with it in their life and not just drop it and get a day job sitting in a cubicle all day. Contest. Me, having pretty much zero self-confidence, already accepted the fact that someone else would get it. I wasn't sad or anything. I just knew in my head people weren't going to vote for me because
Aww.
I never really talked to people.
You need
and
confidence.
It was a class vote. And two, I don't know, I just didn't think I was good enough. But to my surprise, I actually won. I was so startled.
Yeah, go get your prize, girl.
Like,
yeah.
What? Me? Are you sure you don't want to count the votes again? Kathy's pretty good. Everyone likes Kathy. Fucking Kathy. Then high school happened, and I met my high school art teacher. This guy was... I don't know how to describe him. I've never met someone so psychopathic. To start, he had this obsession with Pirates of the Caribbean, and even though there's nothing wrong with that, I mean, everyone has their fandoms. He would sit back at his desk and blast different remixes of the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack, even when we were all trying to draw. He would hop up onto desks and scream, "Swing your sword!" while whirling around a golf club with a paintbrush taped to the end of it.
Yeah, this is a teacher that needs to be either fired or locked up. He is crazy in the head. I had a teacher and a guy teacher who was addicted to Taylor Swift. Yes, he will blast her album, her music, talk about Taylor. He was in love with Taylor Swift, and this was a grown man, let me remind you. I don't know what was wrong with him, why he was so in love with Taylor Swift, or why he thought it was okay to talk about his obsession and try to transfer it onto people. But no, you can miss me with that vanilla music. I am not listening to Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, she may be a wonderful artist, but that's not my kind of music.
No one knew what he meant. We didn't question anything. He hung a pirate flag on the emergency fire sprinkler. A bit of a safety hazard if you ask me, but again, no one questioned him. And one time on a random day of class...
Oh my gosh.
Me! He burst through the door dressed up completely like a pirate, screaming in people's faces and running around like a crackpot. I don't know his class anymore, but that was not the end of Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow. No,
I would not be in his class.
He was one of the tennis coaches. Yep, and you all know who was on the tennis team.
My sister was on the tennis
bad
team.
Because he coached the boys team. His ex-wife coached the girls. She got fired later on for sleeping with the track teacher. But this story isn't about her. So he'd be there while we were for sleeping with the track teacher. But this story... His ex-wife coached the girls. She got fired later on for sleeping with the track teacher. But this story isn't about her.
She got what teacher she sleep with? Wait, what? Okay, have y'all ever had any teachers that like slept with another teacher or with a student? That happened so much at my school. I think it was at least 4 teachers that got arrested or in jail or got fired, and I'm not going to name names because I'm still friends with some of their kids because they're parents of students and they are teachers at the same school their students went to school at. So I'm not going to say what. Man, why y'all teachers be doing that, bro? Like, y'all have one job. Teach us. That's it. Don't teach us in, like, the bedroom, you know? I mean, if I meet a bad teacher and she wants to teach me a little, I'm not gonna say nothing. You know, I won't snitch. You know. But, like, come on. Keep it out of school. Like, do it in private at least. That way, nobody finds out if you have to do it.
So he'd be there while we were on the next court with our own drills. And one practice, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden he got super hyped out of nowhere and started yelling and making a commotion. And we all kind of just stopped and looked over at him like, okay, what's
Someone get rid of that teacher.
I'm gonna jump over the net. And the rule of tennis for everyone out there is
don't jump over the net.
Don't jump over the net. We were all just standing there like, what the heck is going on? And then he started running to actually do it. And you know what happened? He safely jumped over the net. Wrong.
Nope.
His foot caught the top of it, and it slingshotted him face first into the concrete.
That's what you get.
That's why you don't jump over the net.
That's what you get.
You need to take him to the doctor. And she's like, nah, he's fine. Like, no, seriously, he could have a concussion. That was a hard hit. He's alright.
No, he's not okay!
Dude, so his ex-wife took him to the doctor, and we all just stood around for a while. I don't think he had a concussion, but he did get 2 black eyes and had to wear sunglasses in class for like a month. And that was school for me. There you go.
That was it for that video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. How are you gonna be a tennis teacher and not know the? I know that rule. Don't jump over the net. And I don't play tennis. My sister played tennis, and like she says that rule all the time because I used to like try to hop over the net, and she says don't do it because your foot will get caught. And then you're gonna be a tennis coach, and you're gonna go ahead and jump over the net. Something you're supposed to be telling your kids. Like you're clearly not okay in the head. I don't know how your ex-wife got fired and you kept your job. But I'm going way too hard. These are just school stories. This happened a way long time ago. Who knows what they're doing with their lives now? But I want to meet that ex-wife. Who is she sleeping with? Like I didn't hear what she said. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you want to reply from yours truly, Prince Charming. My name is Prince Ohakam. Stay charmed, my friends.